Black Power Revolutionary Greetings. This time last year, we saw that a transition in power was going to take place. And even though for now it's only been superficial as far as, it moving from the Democrats and their number one candidate who was going to be Hillary to Trump, that we are still in pace for a more significant transition in power. Because again, as people are seeing, Hillary still won the popular vote, but it was the Electoral College who votes as they're paid to do so. And the reason being is because from the 2012 elections till this past election, the Democrats lost 7 million people. So those who are in power saw that they needed to go with the momentum swing, which was going towards the Republicans. But for us, we are still in position to make a more significant transition in our favor, which is basically building our own. So we have put forth the black political agenda for 2017, first and foremost calling for us to continue to rally behind ending genocide. Utilizing one of the things right now that's happening, the court moratorium, because that is one of the places where they again further criminalize us but refuse to hold those who are murdering our loved ones accountable. Continuing self-defense training, preparation, and when in those situations, having a response team in position to come out and support. Not calling 911, as we saw about 3 different examples this past year, 2 of which people were killed. One brother was killed after his sister called 911. One brother was killed after he himself called 911. And we just recently saw the sister and her daughter get beat and arrested after she called 911 because a white guy choked out her son. But also this past year, as the police killed in record numbers, they're saying it was a 5-year high in which the number of police killed on duty rose up. So again, that's saying people are having enough, and people are striking back. And we want to give love, honor, respect to 2 of the brothers who stood up on our behalf, Brother Micah X, rest in power, and Brother Cosmo Long, rest in power. Second, we are pushing for the end of gentrification. So we have to continue with the boycott, the divestments, and the sanctions, but also look at helping to secure each other when we know each other are in financial difficulty and looking to possibly lose our spaces, whether it's mortgage, rent, lease, whatever, but stepping up and rallying behind that to secure our communities, because again, other folks come, and no matter how nice you may think they are, they most definitely would rather have their relatives in your space. So look at helping to secure the people that you know. Continuing this push to end prison slavery. The prison strike is now in its 16th week. Earlier on, we saw it was forcing a lot of repositioning, reposturing. So that is showing that most definitely is the way for us to go, whether it's the brothers and sisters who are held captive, continue to refuse to work, engaging in this commissary boycott, refusing to use the phones, being charged those high rates, of those of us on the outside continue to target these corporations that are profiting off of prison slavery. Next, we have to continue to build our own black economy. The general strike, which is beginning today, going until January 20th, is a way to transition workers from working for the corporate white nationalist interests and outside interests, but building up black businesses to secure workers with living wages and other benefits. So we have to continue to buy black, not just during this holiday season, but on throughout the rest of this year and permanently. And finally, building a black governing body, which might be our most difficult task, considering how they continue to keep us divided and turned against each other. But that is something we have to really get for real about, building up a body where we govern our own interests and we engage in political consequences against those who violate us. And as history has shown us, it is the most pathetic and degenerate of our own who they will use to co-opt and sabotage these movements. So whether it's these charlatans misdirecting folks, whether it's people just pushing agenda about money, getting white folks money and using white folks money, selling your soul for money. We have to stand firm in building a movement to govern ourselves. And again, today begins the January 1st to January 20th general strike court moratorium. You might seem like you the lone wolf if you are doing it somewhere where other people aren't supporting you, but as we get closer to the 20th, you're going to see more people rallying behind this. And after the 20th, you will see a lot of these tactics and strategies continue to be used throughout the year. So go ahead and be the trendsetter, the trailblazer to get folks involved. And lastly, again, we will be breaking bread out in Leimert Park today. And again, on Tuesday, we'll have the Black Power Breakfast Tuesdays. I want to thank everyone who's been making these survival programs successful and getting them bigger. As I've been saying, we now are looking to get more hotel and motel sponsorship because it's cold. It's been raining off and on, so we want to get people out of these parks. We got some families, men and women out there with their children who we want to get into more secured shelter. So those who can, come on forward. Whether you come out to the park and donate, and you can see how your money will be used, or whether you contribute to the GoFundMe set up by the Black Dot Empowerment Network. And again, just lastly, thanking everyone who's been supporting our efforts throughout the years. But we do need your continued support, as 2017 will demand more organizing, more resistance, more fight back. So whatever you can, contribute, but most definitely we need you and your physical body to come forward. All power to the people.